What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It is Friday, April 16th, 2021, and we're going to play some D&D tonight. A little Midgard, to be exact, Midgard campaign setting. And tonight, our DM is Matakuri, as usual. Take it away, Matakuri.
All right, thanks.
Give me this
And
big old map in my face. My big map
oh,
in my
sorry.
face.
Yeah. Welcome to session 14, this is Empire of the Ghouls. And so we're going to go through and do a little bit of a character introduction, but unlike we normally do, this time I want you to tell me a little bit about your character's parents or your family situation when you were younger before you became an adventurer. So we'll start off with Blink.
All right. Blink's parents, they've lived their whole lives in the Kobold ghetto there in Zobek, and they very large family. Blink isn't really sure how many brothers and sisters he has. That's how big his family is. His parents' names, by the way, are Schwing and Poop. That's Poup, by the way. The scarf that he wears every day, regardless of how warm it is, was knitted for him by his mother as a gift when he reached kobold adulthood at 10 years old.
Excellent. All right. Next up, we'll do Last Call.
All right. Well, Lascaux's biological parents kind of did the cowbird thing and left his egg with a family that already had several children. The the mother was a bard that kind of lived in residency at a tavern, and because of Lascaux's uh, problem child ways, she had to work in seedier and seedier taverns as he got older, until he eventually ruined her and moved on to his own life.
All right. Next up, Quint.
Quint, being the Shadow Fae he is, murdered his parents when he was little, so we don't have to talk about him. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Quint's parents might be dead. We don't know because his parents are actually like a liaison contact between the highborn rulers of the courts of the Shadow Fae and the now exiled former queen of Cracovia, Queen Ursula. And his mother's name is Esserel, and father was Rishual Darkway. And they are currently missing. He thinks they're alive. He's not sure. He's positive his brother's dead, and he's got a sister that he thinks is probably dead, since where she was torn apart, pretty much, removed from the face of the planet per se. We'll get to those guys later, though. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next up, Tyrion.
Tyrion's family lived in a halfling settlement, kind of in the wilderness in the uh, Rothanian plains, and it was pretty harsh living. They tried to basically kind of move around a lot to try to stay away from slaving parties because they didn't want to be turned into slaves. His parents still live in that area, and he has some brothers and sisters that also live in that area. And he had just a happy, uh, healthy upbringing. Not too traumatic, other than seeing his other people pulled off by slavers.
All right. And last but not least, the Unnamed.
So the Unnamed's parents actually lived um, in uh, very on the outskirts of um, Zobek originally, and were prominent members of society there. His father was a craftsman, and his mother pretty much helped him run the business. When she became pregnant with the Unnamed after the first trimester, she had a vision, and it involved the king or the ruler of this area, and the fact that that his wife would die. So she came, told him, and because of that, it caused them to have to flee, and so they fled north. And actually, I'm sorry, they fled to Zobek, lived there for about 2 years, and then they found out some assassins were coming after them. So I had been born just recently then, um, and when I was born, I was a very frail child. So then they ran north all the way up to the way north. I forget the name of the city off the top of my head. Starts with an E. Uh, Enoch and Nuria. Nuria, is that right, Madikeri?
Nuria? Yeah.
To Nuria, and so that's where I was raised with them. He started up back up his business there, and they actually gave me to the temple in order to make sure because this disease just would not go away, and I was not growing muscle naturally, so they had to pretty much donate me to the temple of Sif. And it was quickly found out that I had this gift, and that's she didn't really have the vision. I was the one that gave her that vision, but because of that, they have been on the run there ever since I was born.
All right. Those are some excellent introductions. So last time we left off, you guys had ended up fighting and managing to kill a manticore. And you guys were camping in the
Oh
middle of
yeah.
the night when this thing attacked you. And thanks to some fancy shooting, you pinned it in place and kept it from killing everybody. Was it a manticore? No, it was a chimera, not a manticore. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
it was a chimera.
Yeah, it was a chimera. So after you guys killed that chimera, you guys were harvesting the body. Blink especially was getting in there and digging in there and trying to find any useful harvestable materials that he could. Quint was really nervous. He's standing around on watch, making sure there's not, the chimera's mate or anything coming by. And as Blink was getting in there, digging in there, he noticed that the intestine where he was trying to check out the harvesting area began to move. And something seems to be moving along the intestine. And in a sudden explosive expulsion of gas and other matter, you see a tiny little monkey wearing a bowler hat come out. And he looks around and he is just physically covered in this chimera shit. And he looks around and he sees Blink and he jumps up and gives Blink a huge hug right in the face. Smears his body all over Blink, turns around, jumps onto Quint's head, and just wipes the rest of him off until the monkey's now mostly clean. And Quint's got this chimera shit pouring down the sides of his head. And then he runs off and disappears. And that was Clyde, the poo slinging monkey. And this time he's the poo wiping monkey. Thanks to Ingorgio.
Quint's gonna use one of his charges of his shadow step and step out of the poop. Just step out of the poop. Just poof. The poop just stands there for a second and falls.
Guys, I got a fire gland
A fire gland, you say?
from the chimera. He's just like covered in poop, doesn't care. He's excited about this fire gland.
Excellent. Did you guys empty out the party sheet inventory? So take what you're going to take from there, and then I will delete the rest. The rations are chimera meat. You can
The
harvested
poop
some meat from them.
the poop smelled like digested dwarven that ate peanut butter sandwiches. That's what it smelled like.
Dwarven peanut butter.
Dwarven peanut butter.
He ate a dwarf who ate peanut butter. Yeah. All right, so that was Clyde. So the evening goes ahead and passes uneventfully. There's nothing really that happens for the rest of the night, and then you guys begin on your journey again. Uh, the estimate that you were given by Jarrow was that it would take approximately 8 days of travel for you to go into Dornig and make it to the city of. Gotta grab my notes here. Uh, to find Archduke Avgost and head into Carriessen, which is inside the Grand Duchy of Dornig, kind of right on the border. It's one of the border towns between Dornig and Morgau. So as you guys are going into this wilderness area, travel is very slow, and let me look at something real quick. On the fourth day, um, Quint, you got the highest? Yeah, Quint. Um, you catch a movement from behind you that catches your eye just for a second. Something behind you as you were looking back seemed to move in a way that you weren't expecting. Um,
Behind Quint or behind the party?
Behind the party, like hundreds of yards away. Um, you kind of get the sensation that tingling on the back of your neck, like somebody's watching you.
So I'll, call for the. I'm probably in the front, right? So I'll go. Hold up! I saw something. Give it a moment. Everybody spread out a little bit. I'm gonna take. Freaking Sven. He spread out. Who's good at tracking? Was it Blink? Somebody was helping Quint. Maybe Quint is good at it. I don't know. Let's see. No.
No, I'm okay at it, but it's not great.
I mean, could I do like a survival?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's tracking.
Survival is good.
I'll do a survival.
Oh,
Yeah.
a couple go with Quint. He's like, I
All
saw
right.
something in this area.
So you
Out of the
get back
corner
to
of
where
my
you
eye.
thought you saw the movement, and last call, when you get there, you get this smell, this very faint whiff of rotting meat, but it's very faint. Um, and you, it smells a little familiar. It smells a little bit like that Darakul you killed before you entered into Grisol. It has a very similar scent to it. Um, and
Like there's
Quint, when you get over there,
just up over the hill.
what's that?
There's a guy with Quint's cologne just up over the hill. Maybe they know each other.
It's Blink's
And
cologne.
Quint, when you get over there, you start searching around the area, and you actually trip a little bit over something. And when you turn around to see what it was, you found a magic item courtesy of Caesar in the chat.
All right. Thank you,
So there's
Caesar.
the table.
Let's see what I get. I want one of those right there. That's exactly what I want. All right.
Ooh, potion of hill giant strength. All
All
right,
right.
it is in the party sheet.
Since it's in the
I'll give you
party
two
sheet,
silver for it.
and I really want to see what this looks like when it happens, I'm going to give that to Tyrion, the barbarian. I want to see. I'm mad. Look, and now
Awesome.
I got a 20 strength. Rawr. I think it's 20. I think it's 20.
While we're talking about consumables, this fire gland I got, guys, I probably won't use it because it uses your bonus action So who wants what's basically a potion of fire breathing? I'll put it in the chat or the party sheet. I mean, so somebody can grab it.
If it's drinkable, I'll take it.
I think that should be somebody who's like getting hit on all the time and is always up front and has extra bonus actions a lot. Who might that be?
I
All
get
right,
hit
I'm
on
going to
all the
remove the
time at
other.
bars.
I'm going to remove the other chimera stuff from the
I think
chat.
it's our
I'll
combat
leave the
Yeah.
fire gland.
cleric that's up there all the time.
Yeah, the strength will go to 21 for 1 hour.
21.
Dang.
I think the
So I
only
will use it, but if
should be biting on that.
Laskov, if you will actually use it, you're welcome to it. I'm not
Oh,
one of
no.
those hoarders that will hold on to it for till the end of the campaign.
No. It's
I'll
fine.
probably use it next fight.
Yeah, I was probably just going to use it for pranks. It's fine.
I
I'll
went ahead
pour
and pushed a long rest for everybody.
Ah,
Thank you.
good.
Push another one, just in case you need hit dice
die.
back.
I'll put a couple drops of it into your wineskin there, so you can have a little burn as it goes down, and as it comes back out later.
Bell chambers.
You just want to sing that song, Fireball, Fireball.
All right, so yeah, and in addition to the little smell, you find a couple of footprints, but you're not able to track where they went. It's just a couple of little indications of a footprint, maybe in a slightly softer ground area, and it looks like a smaller boot, maybe like something with a smaller foot than the full-sized, human male feet.
Maybe we can set a trap. Long.
Blink perks up at that trap. I can set a trap.
Do you have any like bear traps or anything?
No, he just has a skill that can just rig stuff up. So he even before you ask him anything, he's already like pulling stuff out of his pack and like building this contraption.
Like I got a spring and some gears and
Some
think this is
pocket
poison.
lint.
This is a leftover pork chop from last week. It's really rank.
It's still good though.
Spikes on a spring dipped in the poop and 2 poison damage.
So if given the opportunity, maybe we'll try to at least make some kind of signal trap or something that indeed something is following us. You know what I mean? Like a little branch will fly up in the air or something. If it's triggered, nothing to try to capture. That would take a while. I mean, don't you? An hour or more, we would have to stop probably. I'm guessing so. Oh, that's a survival thing, isn't it?
Wasn't it just an ability of the artificer?
Yeah, I can jury rig minor mechanical objects such as locks or simple traps.
Okay, so you could set up like a deadfall that launches something up that'll make a lot of noise.
Yeah. Like
Right.
gears or something. Bing,
Plenty
bam,
of woods and stuff.
bing, ring.
Yeah, a little bit of rope, a little bit of tie it to the tail of a few cats, and then so when it flies up, they all scream.
Get tossed over a clothesline. Is it?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you want to set up a trap then?
Yeah,
Well,
sounds good.
we're gonna move up a good another mile or so before we set up this trap, though. I think we don't want to do it like while he's watching us.
Okay. So you guys keep heading on and go ahead, get a mile or two away and set up a trap. There's no road per se, because you're kind of going through off road in the wilderness. Um, but you go ahead and set up the trap. Does that require a skill check for you, or is it just automatic?
Yeah, it doesn't. Hold on. It just says Tinker's tools. Need access to materials. Is not of very good quality. That sort of thing.
Okay.
So,
Give me a stealth check in the tower, please,
oh, okay.
to see how well you hide the trap, or how obvious the trap is. Okay.
Why did you make it out of mirror? I don't understand. I don't
The bright red, orange flags you hung around the trap.
Well, I
Safety.
wanted
Flags
I wanted to
flapping on.
use it. I had this. I wanted to use it. Thought it would be great. Be great.
All right, so you get that trap set up, and are you guys withdrawing away from the trap, or just gonna proceed on towards Carrieson?
Yeah,
Yeah, a
well,
good 5-10 feet at least, so we can see what happens.
yeah, we like move up on top of the hill and we're all like watching to see if anything happens.
We're like peering through the bushes.
We're all like, is somebody following us?
All right, so how long are you guys gonna stay watching your trapped area?
I don't know. 20 minutes sound like our patience would run out.
So it's supposed to be audible, isn't it? So we don't even have to watch it. It'll make noise if it does something, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I still want to watch it for like 20 minutes. I mean, so Quint says 20 minutes, and if anyone wants to wait any longer, just speak up. Quint's like, all right, I'm bored. Let's go. We'll hear it. Unless we get like, how loud is it going to be, Blink?
Not that loud.
Oh,
We should be pretty close. Look, I did this in like 20 minutes. What do you want from me?
All right, so you watch it for 20 minutes, and you do not see anything come to the trap.
did you know to pee around the area? So is that a thing? I don't know. So
Well, I used
I
all those.
can.
Yeah, I used dried rats for bait. I don't know what else they could possibly want.
rat chips is always a delicacy, isn't it? So we continue on. I mean, we're
All right,
listening as we go. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? You know. But
all right. So you guys proceed on for the rest of the day. You do not hear the trap go off. Unfortunately, it was not hidden as well as it needed to be. But you guys go ahead and camp safely through the night. The fifth day comes, and you guys are wandering, and it's kind of mid-afternoon according to the clock. It's 4:10 p.m. Um, it's a beautiful sunny day. There's no clouds, and off in the distance, there's kind of a clearing, and it opens up a little ways. For the next half mile or so, there's an opening in the trees, and off in the distance, you can see a group of people that seem to be running away from another group. There's two groups of individuals, and one seems to be chasing the other.
I think they're playing rugby.
Blink gets a little caught up and almost starts chasing the group that's chasing the other group, but then stops himself and like realizes
Does
he's
the
with you guys.
does the group that's chasing the first group, are they like
They are not. However, the group that is running away, Quint, you recognize that their clothing appears to be in the Krakovan style. It's just normal commoner Krakovan style clothing. You can kind of get a hint of that from the distance. And the people that are chasing them are led by a lady in red. It looks like that. And a bunch of guys dressed like that.
So they're probably the good guys, right?
Yeah, they look like the fashion police to me.
Like
So.
the front group robbed a bunch of people, and now their good guys are chasing them. It's the posse, right?
Yeah, he stole that guy's knee faces. He only has the skulls
Yeah.
left, so.
And then what's our distance? How far away did you say we were?
So you think that at the speeds that they're moving, the group will eventually catch up. And let me push you a map. And you think you can get there kind of just before the groups interact. If you hurry, it's going to be close.
I'm gonna mosey.
All
All
right,
right,
I
I
can
can
rig
rig
up
up
a
a
trap.
Oh, we have a fancy dancy Unity map popping up here. As soon as it loads to everybody, look how big it is. So big.
It's a
That's what she
nice
said.
big map. Get all of you on. You guys are coming in kind of from the south. I'm going to put you down in the bottom left. Down there.
Oh, they're running toward us. Okay.
They are running towards you, and the other group is chasing them.
We have to save the guy with the middle finger.
The withered green middle finger. All
I
right.
have to find out what happened there. I just have to know before he dies.
I just want to know who's been mowing this grass. That's all. This isn't
I'd also like to see where this one guy got that turban.
We have our priorities in the right order, so now we can interact.
Turbans and fingers.
Yes, we're going to engage. So.
All right. So we're
think
going to roll initiative.
Quint's like,
Uh,
I've got this one.
John, is the sun low enough at this point that I won't have disadvantage?
No, it's still bright. It's
Okay.
still bright in the daytime. Yeah.
Let me
It's only
find
4
that
in the
too.
afternoon.
We can start traveling at night.
Could it be overcast?
It is not, as I said specifically, there are no clouds.
I
The
think he thought
bright,
this through,
Just a
guys.
deep fog.
sunshiny day. Taking the effect and
There.
putting it on myself too. Sensitivities in daylight. Disadvantage to attack and skill checks and perception. It's all there.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the Unnamed.
Shh.
Oh,
All right, so I'm going to.
I didn't roll any of the NPCs. Ha, initiative. Give me a second to roll the NPCs initiative.
Okay.
No, that's all right.
Okay. Back up and start with her.
I just like all these people in the combat tracker. You like it. You like it.
Oh yeah, there's a nice big bunch of people. So this lady, what's the range on you all?
Pretty far.
Pretty far.
Couple shrubs, a big rock. Nothing.
I can't read it. It's too tiny.
I had that problem too.
It's 175-ish.
Okay. It's 175-ish.
So she ain't got no time for that. 150
Yep.
is like doable.
So she's gonna come forward to there on her turn.
See the nice little targeting bracket? Isn't that pretty? Initiative.
And Tyrion. Sorry. Okay. So she is going to just wait there for a second. Actually,
There's no waiting in D&D.
sorry, she's one of those that has too many
Yeah, you
choices.
scroll down her NPC sheet. It's like scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, look, here's all the spells too. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
Yeah. Okay. And the cultist. Oh, jeez.
Ugly ear
He's going-
cultist.
Come on. He comes running and screaming down to there. Apparently chasing after these commoners that you see running away.
Is he screaming any kind of like instructions? Like
Nothing special.
stop,
It seems like he's
stop,
trying
and
to
I'll eat your
scare them.
liver. You know, I mean,
Yeah, it's mostly threats about what they're going to do to them once they catch them. And
so
he seems to be enjoying it. Like he's deliberately trying to make them scared.
gangling, gangling.
Gangling commoner is scared out of his mind. He sees you and he doesn't know who you are. So he's going to try to come up behind this rock and hide.
We're all like, we can see you. That's not a good spot.
Yeah, but he knows who's on the other side of the rock. He doesn't know that if you're going to try and kill him or not yet. So withered green middle finger, he starts running towards this rock, but he can't move quite as fast because he's injured. So he's
What?
going to.
Does he hold his finger out? He's like, it hurts.
Ouch!
It hurts. Ouch.
So he's going to move over to there. And too many windows. This guy thinks he's going to come down to here. Get behind the rock as soon as he can. And then we're on the unnamed. Let's get you started position.
All right, so I am dressed in my priest vestments per usual, and I'm going to motion for these people to stay behind the rock and move to the rock. As I move up, I'm going to move 35 feet. And I'm going to cast Divine Favor on myself.
Caring is sharing. Your prayer empowers you with divine radiance.
Radiant damage. Nice.
Oh.
And I'm going to try to I'm going to cast Misstep on Tyrion.
Is that a cantrip? Yep.
And have him sort of stumble forward diagonally one toward the enemy.
Okay. You want to make the saving throw?
Now, can he choose not to? By the way.
I don't know. Is Tyrion know you're casting a spell that's going to trip him a little bit?
I think I've done it once when we first met before, but I don't know that he would remember that.
Yeah, I don't know that he would know for sure if you didn't mention anything. That he probably would just yeah, I'm gonna try to protect from it. And fails.
You fail. All right. So you move 5
Yeah.
feet towards
Just
the
give him a
enemy.
little bit of help as he
Okay.
moves to move toward him, and that's it.
It's funny. I was like, he is slow, but I don't know that he needed to be shoved. Man,
A whole 5 feet.
Just sort of stumbles as he's moving and tries to catch himself and goes a little bit further.
Well, Quint is going to. Oh, I can't read it. That is a problem, huh?
The range thing.
Yeah. $140. See, you can read it if you. It's bigger when you drag the arrow versus when you hover over it. Don't know. But Quint is going to make his way a little bit further up. And as he's going, he's going to take a shot at Ugly Ear with his longbow.
Okay.
At just under a little short range, so no negatives. Except for disadvantage, because he's squinting. He's like, I'm squinting, twang, as an arrow goes flying past his head. And that's it. He's looking down at this cannon, like, work, damn it. We have to hide.
All right. This cultist is running ahead.
Layroon, what's up, man? Fantasy Grounds College in the house.
Hey, Layron.
Some other call-outs out there. I see A Wanderer from Australia. He's up already from tomorrow. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Gorvidal. Hackney Jean. Jeremiah, of course. Gorgio.
I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna try Frenzied Bolt, my new favorite spell.
Frenzied Bolt.
Okay. You got somebody in range?
It's 120 feet, so
You're probably right close on the edge of that. Yep.
sorry about that. I was only trying to target one. Okay, one sec.
See, it put the little target sign. Nice. Nice target and initiative.
And I got a beautiful new set of graphics, so I'm going to add in a set B and a set C and whatnot as people
Separate
supply.
extensions or a selection?
No, same extension, where you just select in the
Nice.
options.
Yes. Okay, now I have to roll the d10 to figure out what kind of damage.
Failed to save, so the little red X went on him, and when the turn gets passed, that'll drop off.
All right,
Cool,
so
cool.
which one is 5? Lightning.
Lightning damage. Did you code all that stuff? Like every type of damage?
So there's only 10.
There's only 10. Actually, with Diablo Bob's extension, there's as many as you want. You can make poop damage. You can make
That's true.
Febreze damage. Whatever kind of damage you want to make. Oh, he just
All
blows
right,
up.
as this bolt of lightning screams across the battlefield and just blows this guy like right in his face. His whole hair is singed, and the little bits that are left are standing on end.
Quint's like, damn it, I think you blew up my arrow.
All right. And was my roll odd? Wait, was that part
It
not
was a
coded?
5. It was a
Okay,
5.
cool. So it bounces to the next person. Next guy is gonna be
So,
Ugly Ear.
so it
Let's see what
goes
kind of
this way
damage.
now. That's another odd. How about that?
Oh, jeez.
All right,
You
so
take
now
out the
that
whole group.
cold damage.
Wait, that was the ugly ear again. He was already dead.
Oh, sorry, I had them
Nope.
both
Oh,
targeted.
no, it went the
Oh,
other way. I'm
you're
sorry.
good.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, I guess I'll try the Red Sister now.
Come on, odd. "13. She fails. She didn't get out of the way.
Was there a saving throw for Ugly Ear?
I thought there was. Did I not roll that one? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you rolled that one.
I apologize. Let me retarget.
He rolled a 2. I saw it. We had DM, high rolls to DM turned on.
Hide rolls from DM.
High rolls to DM turned on. Can't see him.
Oh,
All right. He
sorry
made
about
it.
that.
No problem.
So,
I had
so
too
you
many
only,
windows layered. I think I
does he
didn't
take
click it.
half in that case? Is it half if you make it, or none? This isn't a cantrip, right?
So
No,
level
this is a
2.
spell.
Okay, it's probably half then.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say half damage. I think the fact that it can potentially go on forever is the balance.
Yeah.
I got one of them though, and it looked cool.
And it shot over the other one's head and made him poop a little. I heard it.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Like that.
All right. This
I don't
guy
know.
starts pleading with you guys to help out the minuscule torso, and he's moves very slow, and he's begging you guys to help him keep him alive as he runs behind the rock. And this guy's gonna stay there behind the rock. Tyrion.
All right. So I'm gonna just try to. I gotta zoom in on this because I can't see the numbers. I'm just gonna run on my turn, and just try to get up there to try to help take some attack away from minuscule torso. But I'm also gonna ask him like, what is going on here? Why are you being attacked?
Okay. As you run up and ask that, he just very briefly responds, "We're refugees from Krakowa. We're trying to get down to the Black Fortress." He comes running.
Dun, 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 dun. They're moving on up.
Moving on up.
All right. Blink. He's gonna move up a bit. Yeah, he'll move to there, and then when he gets there, he will summon the cannon and give out some temporary hit points to a few of us. My fantasy grounds does not like this map. I don't know if I should try disconnecting and reconnecting or something, but every time anybody moves, it moves really slow and it just inches across the map.
Yeah, that's on
Okay.
your end.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You should get off Wi-Fi. That's what I blame it on most of the time. Wi-Fi.
And then I'm done.
All right. So this guy's gonna run up.
Infected left knee.
Yeah. He's
not
running on
running
it.
on that.
He's definitely limping as he goes
Yeah,
along.
you can smell. That's who was following us. You could smell the infection. You're gonna lose that, boy. If it was the Civil War, they just hack it off. Just hack it off. Yeah, I used this axe on 3 other people today. You're not gonna get infection. Just hack it off. Bigger, friendly turban. So his turban is kind of shaped like a hourglass.
It's shaped very nicely to his head.
Or is it like the lamp from Christmas Story, the big leg? It looks like a big, sexy leg.
All right, he's going to come running and hide behind the rock. This one's going to stay behind the rock. And starting at the top of the round, Quint.
How did I get initiative all squinting and negative? Yeah. So Quint is going to move. He's going to kind of buzz up in the air. And while he's up there, he's going to take a shot. And then he's going to come back down. I'm trying to get over here by this rock. I think he's going to come down right next to the Unnamed. But while he's up in the air, he's going to try to a disadvantage squinting shot at... I'm going to try to hit that guy in his limping knee.
Okay.
Nope.
2 will not do it. Sun's
shoots
just
an arrow
glinting off
off
his helmet.
He's like, they have us at a disadvantage. Somebody put up a dark cloud or something. I don't know. He just smoke cloud.
All right. I'm going to try my spell again once I move up by the rock.
All right, ugly ear fails.
Corvidal, thank you for the subscription 4-month streak. Thank you very much, Corvidal. Uh-oh. Ugly ear didn't
Down
live.
he goes.
That was odd.
That is a crazy spell.
Yeah, it's good for people that are addicted to gambling, but it's a dice game that we're playing, so I thought it was
Good thing it's not Savage World, because you'd be like exploding dice and all kinds of shit going on.
Oh yeah, there could be some crazy stuff.
Oh, he fails. Unworthy. He's not worthy.
Just for clarification on that spell, it can't go further than the range from you. So, but the new target has to be within the 120 feet from you as well.
Oh, so I can't just send it around the world?
Right.
Think of
every
the
120
baseball
feet.
and all the. It's got all.
All right, that one was even.
Oh darn. Well, I got 2 of them, and I'm
Psychic
laughing
damage.
maniacally.
All right, so I'm going to move up 35 feet. I don't know if Tyrion's going to take attack of opportunity or not. And then I'm going to
Don't you run by and like give him the side kick in his butt, trying to make him mad?
Yeah,
Isn't that what you're saying?
I give him like a nice slap on the ass as he runs by.
very nice. And then I'm going to use touch my holy symbol as I'm moving and say
Oh,
a prayer, and these white ribbons will flow out. These wings, small wings, will appear on my feet. I'm going to move up another 10 feet.
All right, so this guy comes running.
burst
He gets
of
right up
speed.
to you. But he can't do anything because that was his turn.
Erudite lisp. What's that word?
Erudite lisp. He like thinks he's better than everybody else, but he's lisping the whole time. He thinks he's better than everybody else.
Look, I got here to be for anybody. You all slow.
I'm gonna just remove these commoners there. All right, Tyrion.
All right, so innocent people being harmed, that made him angry, so he's gonna go into a rage. He can't quite. Oh, yeah, he can get there. So he's gonna try to move up, and he is gonna try to just swing his battle axe at this guy and try to take his head off.
Oh, nice. That worked out well.
All right. So Blink will move up and then bring the cannon up behind him. All right. Some temporary hit points from the cannon.
I'll take him. I'll take him. Eight temporary. Thank you very much.
Blasting some temporary hit point love.
Yeah. And then he will take a shot at this guy with the infected left knee. And it doesn't matter that it's at long range because he already has disadvantage because of the sun.
Right.
With double disadvantage.
Oh no, double disadvantage. And I will use Clockwork Bolt to take this shot.
Okay.
Only Chris Perkins is allowed to do that.
That's a hit.
Double disadvantage. These guys are squishies.
Yeah, they are a little bit squishy.
She's not the squishy one. Where is she?
She is not. He's gonna run
Red mustache
right
points.
over to there. And then end his turn. And good old Red's sister is going to move up a little bit. To right there. And she begins casting a spell. Is anybody reacting to her casting?
Yeah, we're gonna cast counterspell on her, or just because we don't have it. You know, this has it.
All right. Give me just a
It would be a good
second.
time to have it to do it if you had it, but I'm gonna jump behind this rock because I know the fireball's coming this way. I don't know what I'm
I
suspecting.
can cast Featherfall
I cast feather. All
as a
right.
reaction.
If the world drops away,
Won't be expecting it.
what was that old spell? Anti-gravity. It was like an 8th or 9th level spell. You fall upwards for like 1d4 rounds.
Yeah, that's a nasty spell.
Oh, fine and dandy. Unless, Featherfall, just wipes the whole spell out, a first level spell. But if you don't have it, squish.
All right. So that ends her turn, and then she moves back 3.
So did we see any effect?
You did not. You did not see any effect that you noticed.
I'm sure it's not important.
It's not important.
Totally.
It's not important.
Are they all dead?
There's one guy that was alive near you.
Yeah. Red mustache points. He comes running up. and Quint's gonna take a shot at him. Negative or disadvantage already applies. Twang! Ah, I finally hit something. Twang! I hit him in his left mustache point. Yeah, his left one. It's right there. Oh, I want to move up. I'm sorry. I wanted to be behind that rock.
Okay.
Like he's like flying up, dropping back down real quick.
All right. And at this point, you notice that this guy, this cultist, gets up.
Rule number 2. We broke rule number 2. We didn't double tap.
All right, that
As a
answers my
zombie.
question.
I wonder what she cast.
Can't imagine.
I think she pushed the Domino's pizza button. Okay, I think she did.
As this thing comes lumbering on.
Heard Fantasy Grounds is working on that next. After they get done with lighting, they're gonna do the Domino's.
Well, there was
pizza
the lighting and there was the pizza and the wine buttons, right? Yeah, automatic order. As this zombie comes
All right,
up,
so I'm going to
starts
slide up
shambling.
and around. That's 15 feet. And then I'm going to slash this guy with my hook.
Remember that arrow end that I didn't get in too deep. Oh, yeah.
All right, you slip right around behind him and stab him right in the side of the neck. Blood starts spurting all over the place as he twitches and then falls over.
All right, so I still have 10 more feet of movement after this, so I'm just going to run up as well. And actually, I'm going to slide over a little bit. One more, and then. So as I hit him, my hook flashes with a bright light as he drops.
Pressing the wrong button. Sorry. Tyrion's going to move up and try to whack at this zombie's head with his battle axe.
It's like
Okay.
whack-a-mole. like whack-a-mole. Nice. Oh wait, you didn't have
I
it.
did not have him targeted. Sorry about that.
You did not, but we can apply that easy enough. And you hit.
No, 19. 19. Heavily damaged.
You smack him as this guy comes awake. And heads straight for the Unnamed. And he swings a fist, and he's fresh. He's not rotted at all, but he is moving a little jerky. And punches you right in your shield, missing you. Comes around with a second with a left hook and tries to punch you again. This time also blocked by your shield. They just can't get past that shield.
Tell you what, a lot of people don't like shields.
I am going to.
I'm playing my live tabletop game. There's three a cleric and 2 paladins, and they all want to choke up on the sword, you know, get that extra damage. I'm like, man, a shield is worth the minus 2 points of damage.
That 2 AC is great.
And there's a +1 shield in the party, and everyone's like, I don't really want it.
Would she be able to hear me?
Yeah, probably.
Can't
I
tell
wanted to
lady
try
sing
this
that
spell.
song, doo-dah, doo-dah. How's the song go?
Pretty much. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Is that
hum the melody of a popular butt cream jingle at her as loud as I can.
Well, you applied the effect to her, not. Oh, that's the concentration.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
it's ongoing. It's ongoing. That's right. You're supposed to.
Right.
Yep.
Nice.
And it doesn't seem like. Does that 2d4 happen at the start of its turns? Okay.
It's necrotic
at
damage.
the start of his turn.
Nice.
I like that.
All right. So she takes the damage, and she's not real happy with that. So she's going to.
She's like, shut up!
Come on. There we go. She looks over at you, last call, and this brilliant bolt of energy comes flying out of her hands.
I like your dress. Ah!
He jumps
Why
out
does
of
she
the
have
way.
disadvantage?
Because his last
Does she need
call
concentration?
is...
No.
Because she's long range?
You shouldn't
I
have
don't
been
know.
hidden.
Oh, he's hidden.
Why am I
You're
hidden?
marked as hidden. I don't know.
Sorry.
You should
That
not
might
be
be old.
hidden.
So it
Yeah,
dropped a
it's fine.
14, AC 19 would have hit his ass.
Yeah, it would have hit you, so we're going to go ahead and roll damage. As a guiding bolt shoots out of her fingers and slams into you.
Ouch.
You succeed on your saving throw, but you do now grant advantage to an attack.
Ouch. I still think your dress is nice. It just looks terrible on you.
You should wear that in purple.
All right, and then she's going to move back a little bit.
Why did you put the underwater condition on us? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I mean,
What
as an
underwater?
action. As an action. On
It's
the
on our
actions tab.
character
Yeah.
sheets, like
Why
we have
is
a
there
It must have been a
underwater
while ago.
condition?
I don't remember.
All right, the cannon's gonna move up.
That's one I don't think Rob has coded. Underwater.
No, I don't think he does. I don't think he's ever played
And
in an
then-
underwater campaign.
And then Blink is also gonna move up. And he'll take a shot at this zombie over by the Unnamed and Tyrion that's already wounded. Try
Okay.
to hit it with a clockwork bolt.
Oh.
Wow.
And 8 hits. So you can only miss on a 1, apparently.
The zombies.
They're zombies.
All right, and he's got a clockwork bolt sticking out of him, so he'll take some more damage on his turn.
Okay. We should code that like a damage ongoing thing. Or a damage... there's got to be some way to do that.
Yeah, let me look into that.
Right. Cannon...
They this does the damage at the end of their turn, though.
I see. Okay.
That's why I didn't do that, because damage ongoing does it at the start of their turn, right?
Right.
Like the coding. Yeah. Okay.
All right. This guy gets up. And he's going to come all the way over to there.
I think you can change that,
That's-
though.
Change
Can you
what?
make it happen at the end of the turn? I thought it just went like automatically triggered at the start of the turn.
Yeah, the
There
encore
might be a way
does,
to do
but
that. I have to look into it.
Condition would, applied the right condition. Expires end of turn. Why is the dead guy moving? Oh! The body came out from underneath of him. A zombie.
And so that was his turn.
And just to clarify, the corpses are not still there, correct? The corpses of the
No,
zombies?
the corpses are not still there. I just haven't deleted them yet. And so this one stands up and targets last call and slams with a fist and misses despite having advantage because you got the guiding bolt. Comes back with a left hook, and this one does hit with his meaty fist for a whopping 3 damage. You make your concentration save.
Oh. 2-1 snake eyes.
All right, Red Sister takes some damage. Who is in the way? All right. So she's going to stay right where she is and continue to target Last Call. Because Last Call had the temerity to challenge her. As another guiding bolt shoots out of her hands. Hitting Last Call for almost max damage as Last Call goes down.
What does that sound like? Just that eerie
That's a good
silence all of
question.
a sudden.
The bird that
Just-
mimics everything is now. What's his death cry sound like?
The battlefield goes silent.
A toilet flushing.
Eek. Quint is a little concerned for his friend out there. He looks up at the Unnamed. He says, "Unnamed, you got him?" He comes up over this rock with his bow, taking aim at number 4, trying to get the Unnamed's attention. So I give myself a -2 on top of that to hit because of Tyrion. Well, Tyrion's kind of short though. So can I take a -1 instead?
Sorry, it's -2.
Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. With his bow, oops, I'm scrolled way down. Longbow on for 4. Oh, I got him. Shit. Alright. And he resisted it, damn it!
As he drops and then
Damn it.
stands right back up again.
Damn it. Quint's like, we gotta hit him harder.
So, how does the resistance work as far as? Because I hit him with radiant damage, and it hasn't come back around to my
It doesn't-
turn. Will it still be part of the same turn?
It's the attack has to do that damage. It's not about
Okay,
on
gotcha.
a turn thing.
So it's not like a troll. Okay, cool.
No, it's not like a troll. It's not like regeneration.
So Tyrion's gonna go after Zombie 4.
This one fails to resist death and goes down.
Great.
As
And
you
then
chop into it.
he's gonna move over here because he doesn't want these guys to go after like Blink or eat last cause dead body.
Thank you.
Excellent move.
All right, well, Zombie 45 moves down right there and then is going to target the Unnamed and try a couple of punches on the Unnamed.
He has advantage from Engorgio, or one of the zombies does.
Why did it roll twice? Target?
Turn.
Oh, he
zombie
was
40.
targeting the cultist. How did that happen?
No, we can't see your targets, so we can't help you.
Yeah, no, it's good. So he will take a second attack at the Unnamed to make up for that advantage. See if the first attack hits. That's a miss. And then he swings around with his left. And the Unnamed is just too fast for him. All right, Zombie 9 is hungry and immediately attacks Last Call as he starts punching him into the ground. His first punch hits him, slams into him hard.
Uh-oh.
As Last Cause, fails his death save, he takes a critical damage, and Last Call died.
Oh no!
All right, what animal creature am I gonna make next?
A rat and a bird.
All right, swallow the spider to get the fly.
Robin has a whole
How-
whimsical
How did that
heroes
happen?
book
I mean,
that has a whole slew of animals.
Her
These
deck
are-
is just in memoriam. That's all.
And Tyrion just screams out, "No, not another friend!"
I have a
Okay.
gem of water or elemental. You guys should definitely get off my body.
All right. The Unnamed has disadvantage, courtesy of Ingorgio.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit number 45. Hold on just a second. One.
Okay.
Actually, I am not. So I see my friend go down. So he's going to gamble. And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat, which allows me to do a dash action as a bonus action. And then I'm going to use my regular action to do a dash action.
Okay. So 45 will take a swing at you while you run away. Unless that gives you resistance. You still take its
No,
up
No, it
attack,
doesn't do
right?
anything.
Okay.
Correct.
So he's going to punch at you. And that's not going to hit.
And then I'm going to move up again. Move up to there
Okay.
and engage her. I'll switch my spells over right now after I pass my turn.
Malik.
All right. So, I can't heal last call. So, all right, I'm gonna try something. Blink, is gonna move over a little bit. So he wants to move over to here. And then I want to cast a spell that that goes in a line and is 5 feet wide. So it only hits the zombies and doesn't hit Tyrion.
So kind of like
So
that.
something like that.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yep.
All right.
How long is it?
Just 30 feet.
It almost gets that guy back there.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. All right, so unbeknownst to the rest of you, Blink has been learning the Eldritch Blast from Last Caw. And so he goes to try it, but what he didn't know was that Last Caw, as a joke, actually taught him, screwed up the spell. Just to see what would happen. And so instead of beer coming out, acid comes out and goes all over the 3 zombies.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, they all 3 failed.
All of them failed. Nice.
Nice. All right, so they are going to take 2d4 acid damage at the start of their turns, unless they take an action to clean it off, which I don't think they're going to do. And that is Tasha's Caustic Brew, reflavored as Last Cause Acid Ale.
Nice.
Like a Heineken. That's like a Heineken. You got to get used to it. It's got a little bitterness.
And then the cannon will move up closer to Blink as well. and top off his temporary hit points.
Very good, Max.
Unnamed.
Wait, that was the cannon's turn. You
But-
did all that on.
No.
Didn't the Unnamed just go a minute ago?
Oh, it
Right,
was the kid.
'cause-
Yeah, something weird happened with initiative.
Right? Because the
then
Unnamed just
blink.
ran away from that one zombie, right?
Right, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that was weird.
All right, so zombie.
27 takes
Zombie's
5
turn.
points of acid damage. Ugh.
Yeah, he did. And he sees Tyrion right there. And spins around, kind of dripping acid as pieces of like his ear falls off. And he tries to punch Tyrion, missing. Swings by for a second punch. This one hits, slamming Tyrion for 6 points of damage, which is partially resisted. And this zombie, he decides to ignore you, Tyrion, and comes wandering over to blink. So if you want an attack of opportunity, you get one.
I
Tumble
do. I
upside-
don't want him
oh,
to
yeah.
take
What
out
was
another
that?
one of my
Nice.
friends. Whoa.
Oh.
Sorry, I was rolling my stats.
Gotcha.
You're good.
I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I hope
Oh,
you're
I
re-rolling
sneezed.
those. You gotta re-roll those. You can't do that in the middle of combat. You gotta re-roll. Trying to help you out. Those suck.
All right.
When you
so
have
he
a
comes down,
a 6 as an attribute and a 7.
like
Two sevens. 2 sevens and a 6.
a particular cleric paladin that has a 6. Seems to be doing pretty darn well with it.
I like the standard array. I just
What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna die real quick.
It could, yeah. Could get mauled by zombies or something.
You're trying to set
All
a
right.
record for
Yeah.
dead characters in a campaign.
Make the 6 your con.
Yeah.
So you have negative hit points every level.
Can you just keep making the same character? I mean, ta-da!
Last cause, twin
number
brother.
2. Last call number 3.
Well, the Rat Man come
And-
back first.
This one slams into Blink, who absorbs all that and makes his concentration save.
Quint.
Top of the round,
Ooh, I
Quint.
get to miss something. All right. Well, it doesn't matter that Quint's hiding. At least he's not being engaged currently. So he's gonna try to get number 44 with his bow. Gonna buzz up in the air, take a shot at number 44. As he's squinting, and I fumble, and
With your disadvantage, you get a 1.
all right, I'll delete that arrow out of my inventory forever.
You're trying to take aim, and you actually end up shooting the rock right in front of
Right.
you.
Bam! The arrow goes flying by my head.
Bing!
Knocks my hat off.
Shatters into a million
Ooh.
pieces.
Woo!
So, if I remember the picture correctly, down by her nether region is a doll with a symbol, which is a symbol of the same deity of the person that we met very first week in the factory, in the warehouse.
You are correct.
And I say all that
Symbol of
all that
Marena.
to say, I know the Unnamed knows the name of that deity. I personally don't remember that. What is the name of that deity?
Marena,
Yeah. And Quint's
Red
got a
Sister
holy
of
symbol.
Marena.
Quint's got a holy symbol. He's got her holy symbol. FYI.
So I'm going to say Come, Witch of Marina. Let's see whose deity is stronger. I'm going to slash at her.
Oh, that is a hit. So close to a crit.
Oh, I forgot I was going to shoot. Is it too late to do the smite?
Nah, go ahead. You can apply that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm going to divine smite her as well.
Somebody
Careful, you
posted
might kill her.
on a forums, if you cast Speak with Plants and Speak with Dead, can you talk to furniture? Get off my couch.
Oh,
Just roll a 3d8.
never mind. So yeah, it's just 3d8. Okay. Is she a fiend?
Nope.
Okay, and I presume she's not undead. All right, so 3d8.
Nope. Yeah, just roll 3d8 in the chat and I'll apply it. Doing additional 11
Yeah, so
damage.
as I strike out, my weapon is no longer glowing like it was before. Now it's glowing in a different way this time as I call down the name of Sif and mock her deity.
All right. Zombie 45. Comes running down here. That is slow zombie shamble
She
run.
still has me. He still has me targeted.
You are correct. And it's easy to know that because you can see the little yellow crosshairs.
You could see it. Well, if the stream could see him if the streamer would zoom in. But there you go.
All right, Zombie 45 comes to try to give Tyrion a big hug with his fists and scores a critical hit, punching him hard right in his pec,
His peck.
leaving
Flexes.
a giant bruise, which you can hardly see because the tattoos are covering it up.
He's a halfling, only has one.
Only has one peck. And swings back with a second and hits again
Yes.
for 3 points of damage.
And Tyrion goes, pain don't hurt.
All right. Blink. He's. I don't know if I can get away from this thing. So he's going to use another one of his magical crossbow bolts, even though he has disadvantage against the zombie right next to him.
Double super secret disadvantage at this point, I think.
Oh, so much disadvantage.
Even with disadvantage, it's hard for you to miss.
It does seem
Considering-
like it.
You have to roll a 1 to miss.
All right. So he's got a clockwork bolt sticking out of him. And then the Eldritch Cannon will do its thing and do some temporary hit points.
All right. Heal up all the zombies.
It's gonna move up just a little bit. It's fine if a zombie tries to attack it.
All right. Last cause not going to do anything.
I'm gonna rot slowly.
All right. The red sister sees you, kind of looks over at you and sees the holy symbol of Sif, and she mocks you. You look so weak. Your arms are like twigs.
Is it an insult if it's true, though?
Well, she meant it as an insult.
It is for
And
the twigs.
She
The head's
casts
also
a
at 20.
spell and shoves her hand right in your face.
Rude.
Wrong.
Ooh. Those are cocked.
As
Reroll.
you make your saving throw, so you are not affected by the spell. And she snarls as her spell fails to take effect. Did I accidentally apply that to you?
It looks like you also had last call targeted. Not that it really
Yeah.
matters, but
Yes, you gave me deafened.
Okay, that should not be on there. Okay. All right. Well, that is her turn. Zombie takes some more acid and completely ignores it. It is not attempting to fix it. It's going to attack Tyrion again. Smashing into Tyrion for 2 whole points of damage. Tyrion needs to get closer to that cannon. Ooh, and a critical hit, slamming into Tyrion, pounding on him, just tenderizing his poor little body.
All right. Not super happy about that, but I don't want another one of my friends to get killed, so I'm going to run past these guys to take some attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so Zombie 45 will take his. Where is Zombie 45?
If you moved to there, you wouldn't take 2.
He'd
I
still
don't see
take
it.
2.
I'd still take 2,
Oh,
and I want
yeah.
to get right next
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Blink
you
to
would.
try to
Yeah, you would have to be
really
there. Yeah,
get
that's
between him. Since I'm feeling pretty terrible about not being there to protect Laska.
And Zombie 27. Targets Tyrion as well with his. Come on.
And now I'm so
Attack.
close to that cannon, it can't help but give me.
Oh, it won't fire
I-
next round.
I can
Is how it
imagine
works.
that Tyrion's crawling over to it. Please give me some timber points.
I'm
Please.
still doing okay.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
right.
And I still get my attack.
Yes, sorry, I didn't mean to skip your turn.
Oh, he resisted this at the end of his turn. He gets back up.
Ah, yeah, he drops and then didn't drop. That's all right. You hit him,
Your halfling luck saved you.
and this time he fails to resist death as he
That's
drops.
Nice.
I was like perfect timing. Ooh.
And since it's his turn, we'll skip him.
Then at the end of the turn, the clockwork bolt opens and spins around inside him a little bit.
Explodes.
Some blood shoots out all over Tyrion.
But at least it's not a rotten zombie, so it's not like gross ichor. He's still fresh.
Still warm. I mean,
Yeah.
Is that better though?
I don't know. I mean,
All right. Zombie 9 just turns around and continues to attack Tyrion.
you might have a point there, Sven. I don't know if that is better.
Hits for 3 points of damage. Swings again. And misses with a 1. Doing nothing. Unnamed.
Awesome. This is how I hoped it would work out, because I just So I'm enough of your spells, witch. I'm going to use my inspiration. I'm casting Bloody Smite.
Bloody Smite. That sounds fun. That is a hit.
So she takes necrotic damage, and at this, it bleeds profusely from her mouth, and she can't speak or cast spells.
Okay, at the start of each turn.
Let me apply that.
Okay.
So again, it's the second spell I'm dropping. I'm dropping Expeditious Retreat.
That is coded wrong.
Well, I
Wait,
do
the
damage
attack does
to
the
her.
extra. Yeah, you're good. I was thinking that was the damage ongoing code. But that's not it.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's still coded wrong though.
Yeah.
It just has the. I can apply it every turn, and it has the listed as damage. It doesn't have the ongoing thing. Anyway, because he has to steal, I guess.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Who's that
so
Bloody Smite? Who is that?
Who smite? What's it?
Who coded it? Who's coding it? Code it?
As she is
nice. Okay,
critical.
so on.
Ooh. A hooked. He hooked her. Aw.
He certainly did.
All right, let's see if Blink can take out some of these zombies down here. First, before I forget, let's have the Eldritch Cannon give out some temporary hit points.
Nice. That's like 22 points for the barbarian since he's raging.
Right.
Yeah, Harry was pretty excited about those.
And then Blink will move over to get a better angle on Zombie 27 and then take a shot at him.
Plenty of open space. And
That was-
dropping a 20.
It went like right through his open eye socket, like, you know.
All right, and then
Ouch.
Blink will back up to stay behind Tyrion, and he's done.
Stupid daylight.
I know, right?
It's an undead campaign. Playing a
Tyrion's
dark.
gonna move up here to go after zombie.
There'll be
27.
plenty of dark areas
Yeah, I know.
in the future. Plenty.
I'm not open for it though. Actually, I'll take the disadvantage sometimes.
Blink's over here designing a sun hat.
It's like gives him shade. It's like an umbrella. Well, Quint is going to use his movement to move 30, and then he's jinky movement, and then he's gonna use a bonus action to move another 30, but he's up angling.
Okay.
So he's like 10 feet above the zombie. But as he's flying, he's going to take a shot at number 27 there. Try to drop one of these guys.
Just got an error spell token drop.
Wasn't me. I ain't got none.
Wasn't me either. I didn't drop a spell token.
Longbow on number 27. Alright.
That's a hit.
Alright. He
As
dies.
fails to resist death.
Nice.
Zombie 9 is gonna just continue punching Tyrion.
I was like,
Clocks him right in the jaw, doing 0 damage because of those temp hit points. Punching again, hitting with a critical hit, and also doing 0 damage.
Tyrion just laughs. He also says, "Suck it, zombies."
All right, and you are 10 feet up.
as indicated by
Yep.
an extension like that. See, 10 feet up. All I got to do is hold control and or alt.
Did you move it to the bottom, or is that an option that I missed? Because when I use it, the height is on top.
I swapped extensions that I'm using. I found another one. I like this
Is
one
that
better.
Does that help you?
Okay.
Does that help you?
This guy comes down and he's gonna start trying to eat Tyrion. Punches him. Is he gonna still do 0? Still does 0. How is this happening? All this resisting. And a 1 is gonna miss. He's so frustrated with not doing any damage and seeing his friend beat on him, not doing any damage. He slips and misses. All
There's
right,
a
red
elf
sister
buzzing around his head. Bzzz.
makes her saving throw.
Oh crap!
And again, she tries to smack you in the face. Actually, she is going to pull out her whip. And when she yanks out her whip, it's this really nasty looking barbed whip. You notice the barbs, the thorns that are on the tip of the whip, are this dark black, and they seem to be shimmering with this nasty looking substance as she attacks you with her whip.
Whip it real good.
And misses you with her whip, and then tries again. And a 1 will absolutely not do it.
Does she hit herself and get a little scar?
What was that?
Zombies. Ongoing critical damage to dead zombies.
Oh, dead zombies that are taking damage because of
still
the
taking
ongoing acid damage.
Nice.
They're still just melting. Sitting there on the battlefield melting.
That's actually kind of funny. 44 points of damage.
That's my memorial to Lascaw.
Blinky blinks.
All right. The cannon will move over a little bit, get a little closer to Quint, and Blink will move up a little bit, get a little closer to the cannon.
He's got some air to extra dry on because he can get a little closer.
All right, and then he's gonna take a shot at Zombie 9. Try to hit it with a clockwork bolt.
Lucky there's
That's a hit?
zombies.
Yeah, right. So many 2s. Oh, but terrible damage.
Number 9 survives. Uh-oh. GWD005. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. That just took us over 201 followers. 201.
Oh, nice. So this thing is going to continue to attack Tyrion. Punching Tyrion. Missing. Punching again. Missing again.
Come on, Tyrion, show how it's done. Show us how it's done. Show us how it's done. Come on.
All right,
A
I'm gonna go
mad
after zombie
halfling.
number 9.
Mad halfling. Oh,
Cut
All right.
into him. The
Well,
flying Quint.
yeah, Quint is going to take a shot at one of these deals. He's going to try to drop number 9. Longbow. He like spins back around and takes a shot. Thump, sticking his arrow into number 9 for maximum damage. Nice. And he resisted, little bastard.
And
Little
he stands right
bastard.
back up.
And that's actually, and Quint's going to continue moving out towards his friend out here, who's all baller.
All right. Put you in a square.
As a matter of fact, he's going to bonus action and dash again. Like that one.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. This one decides to not
Resisted.
target Tyrion. This one attempts to slam into this cannon. He finds it annoying and punches it, missing it, punches it again. This time it manages to hit the cannon for a whopping little 6 points of damage, which is fully absorbed.
What
How
was
does the
the
cannon
zombie
absorb?
irritated by the cannon, or was the DM irritated by the cannon?
Oh, entirely the zombie. Entirely the zombie. I'm totally cool with the cannon. How did the cannon absorb it though? It doesn't get the temp hit points, does it?
It does.
It gets temp hit points from itself.
Really?
Yeah. There, I put it in just in case you don't believe me.
Itself and each creature of your choice. Wow. That's crazy. Okay.
Right.
That's funny. Well, then that does nothing.
And at the end of the turn, the clockwork bolt goes off,
Okay.
and he takes some damage, but it looks like
He
he's still alive.
resisted death again.
All right, so the Unnamed is praising Sif because despite fumbling and trying to back away from the whip, he still managed to go first before she did, and he's going to attack her again.
Yeah, with the same initiative, tiebreaker is the dex. Oof.
Did you? Oh. Oh. Bad
So-
timing.
Just a question for you. Paladins and stuff have like thunderous smite spells, for example.
Mhm.
Could you, in theory, looking at the regular smite, would I be able to cast the spell, Thunder Smite, hit them, and then do Divine Smite damage on top of that as well?
What's the casting time of Thunderous Smite?
Those are all my smite spells are part of the attack, like a Booming Blade.
I'll have to look at that. I think it should be able to. There's no restriction on when the Divine Smite goes on as long as you hit something with a melee weapon attack.
Plus, there's nothing
But
here
I'll-
that says, so when I ever get multi-attack for whatever reason, I can do it multiple times as well, correct?
Oh
As
yeah,
long as I have the
yeah.
spell slot.
You can do divine smite on multi attacks. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Stack
All
'em up,
right.
baby. Stack 'em up. Layer
Yeah.
'em. Make 'em.
Red Sister's not super happy with you. So she is going to try again to call upon the powers of Morena and slap you in the face. And although you feel the power of Morena wash over you, it doesn't affect you, as her spell is not effective.
I smell a little poopy though. I smell a
The
little
holy
poopy.
symbol continues to glow.
As the Unnamed goes again.
Hey, you guys want to take a quick break? Take a break?
Can, yeah.
Go pee-pees? Take a 10-minute? All
Sounds
right, we're
good.
gonna
Good.
at the top of round 8, we're gonna take a quick pee-pees. So I'm gonna start a timer. Where's it at? For 21. Uh-oh. No, 22. Uh, 10 minutes. We'll be back. stop the music. All right, we're back from break. We got another hour to entertain you, so sit back and relax and watch us smash some stuff.
All right, so when we left off, it was top of the round with the Unnamed.
I wish to give the Unnamed my point of inspiration.
Okay.
That he can hold on to, I guess.
Which you didn't need because she had 1 hit point left.
Damn it.
Nice.
Damn
So he's
it.
going
And
to say, Sif wins the day, witch. I'm going to rip off her holy symbol, throw it on the ground. And how much of my movement do you think that would take?
none, you can do that as a free action.
Nice.
Now, the long list of
I'm going to move
profanities
45 feet.
afterwards might take an action, but
Right.
45 feet. It's like zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Might as well be a monk.
Right? That's what I thought he was. Sure, you're not a monk.
All right, hold on. So you move there, and as you are running towards them, you see the 2 zombies that are standing there kind of wobble and then fall to the ground. As we are out of combat.
Was that easy?
And
She
Blink
was keeping
says,
them alive. Or
Blink says, I
unalive.
killed him. That was all me.
As the clockwork bolt bug goes off.
I think we
Point of
need
fact,
to.
though, the cannon gets hit and then both the zombies drop. Just saying.
All right,
That's true.
Quint's going to come over and use a spell on Last Cause Body to bring him back to life. How far did you get on your new character, Jeremiah?
Well, I made one, but whatever works.
Whatever works. I don't have that spell. Sorry. I am a rogue.
No resurrection yet.
I
Not
can't
yet.
cast off of scrolls until I'm like 18th level or something. What level do rogues get
I don't know.
fully
It's
up to?
high.
It's up
It's
there.
crazy high.
I'm gonna go pick up that freaking holy symbol that he threw down on the ground. Quint's collecting them. He's collecting them. It's 2.
All right.
And so I
Yeah.
will stop and say a quick prayer in thanks. And I'll, as I work my way over toward Tyrion, and I'll heal him.
I've taken off token lock, so
Thank
if
you.
you
And
want
I'm
to
going to
move.
mention to the Unnamed that I like his help making some art to commemorate last caught on a tattoo. And I think I never thought to make a tattoo of dick pic, so I want to do one of those too. So I'm going to ask the Unnamed to help me with the art.
Ah, you can have dick pic writing. Last call.
Absolutely, I will be
Tyrion
glad to help.
squints. What?
All right. So what do you want to do with the equipment? Last cause equipment is available to you, as well as there is the bodies of some cultists around here if you want to loot them.
Yeah, we're gonna. Quint will definitely go around and loot up all the bodies and stuff and bring all that stuff back. Put it into a pile.
All right. I've
What we
gone ahead and
got.
added everything into the party sheet that you found. Found some gold, some electrum, a little bit of silver. There's a
Vasco does
cruel
want
looking
to be
whip.
buried with his crowbar, though. It's a pun that he was very attached to.
Nice.
So Yeah, anything of last cause that you want to keep, you can just use the party sheet to transfer the items over.
So beyond the flavor text, the whip actually doesn't do anything special
It
with
it
the barb tip.
doesn't. It in her hands, she has a special trait that it does an additional 3d6 necrotic damage if she hits with it. But it's only in her hands. The power of Morena infusing it. Yeah. It's pretty nasty when it hits you. And then you have to make a saving throw, and then it does lingering wounds that you bleed every round, and it can't recover hit points naturally. It's a nasty cascading thing once she gets going at it.
Well, I think if Lascaw has any, you know, uh, the, his money, we can distribute any gems that he has. If he has any magic items, I don't know an easy way to go about doing that.
Looks like he's got an
Um,
emerald to elemental gem.
Yeah, I have that.
Money's easy enough. I can transfer that into the party sheet.
Ghoul Claw Dagger after 7 days, 30th of Gold Flower.
He inherited that from Dick Pick. That's way back, several towns ago.
Do you think we should give it to the new person? His replacement? Like, you get to carry this. It's a curse, because everyone that has carried it has died.
You're taking over for this guy's
But you're
job. We didn't
next
even
on the
clear out his
list. You
desk.
have to carry the Ghoul Claw.
All right, all the money's been put in the party sheet. There's potion of healing, potion of growth. There's that full scepter. Is magic.
Wait,
Requires attunement by a golem.
maybe I gotta close it again.
Well, we definitely want the potions.
I don't see it in the party sheet. All I see is like broken leather, broken spear, crypt.
So let me add it from his character sheet. Oh, there's the ring of mind shielding. Come on.
I don't think he thought that worked as well as he thought it did. Ring of mind shielding.
It's very situational.
Yeah, it's like if somebody's within range and they're reading your mind using this.
You can also see that he just randomly grabbed pretty much anything shiny or interesting that he could carry. So
Full scepter.
that's only useful if you're a goblin, I think.
Yeah, it requires attunement by a goblin. A goblin.
Yeah, that was by the what was it called? A Nilbog.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he wanted to be
It-
buried with?
No,
No,
I
it's
want to
just
be buried with
crowbar.
the crowbar. There's
Is
a
your new is your new character a goblin?
no, that would have been great though. Immediately go insane as a no buck.
I think Quint's gonna take one of the potions of healing. Uh,
I already have 2 potions of healing, so I don't really feel like I need them.
does anybody not have any potions of healing? Their priority to get potions.
I also have two.
I mean, if
Gross.
nobody else wants it, I take the ring of mind shielding.
What's the move on it? I'm cool with that.
Yeah, go for it.
Or could sell it.
Well, you can wield it until we can get to a place we can sell it. I don't think these zombies are gonna. I don't think these zombies want to buy your ring right here in the middle of the woods.
Maybe the commoners have some money.
The commoner refugees.
What's the stiletto? Are those stiletto heels?
It's a weapon from the Maroti Empire. It injects poison.
Sound like something Quint wants to be messing with. I mean, he is a rogue, but it's not that. Short sword silvered. Quint would slide that into his sheath.
Yeah, take it.
So once everybody is done looting the corpse, um,
We're not looting the corpse. We're collecting up his
the unnamed
Now the
will.
stuff.
question is, are you going to pluck him for dinner?
That's why I have wondered if he tastes like chicken.
Pre-marinated.
Hey, I held
See,
off and didn't eat the last one. All right, and he was a rat, so
Uh, Quint like searches him over and says, "He doesn't have a will or anything. Give us
but I am
instructions
going
what
to
we're
make like a
supposed to
little
do."
pyre for him, and then lead a little service since we're out in the middle of
Excellent.
nowhere, unlike last time.
Yes, I will
All
help
right.
collect stones that are appropriate.
Whether the others want to join or not, I will do it.
Okay, no, Quint definitely will help gather up stones and stuff for the pyre. Is it a
Yeah, there's
wood pyre?
plenty of
Wait, is,
stones.
is it a stone pyre or a burning pyre?
No, a burning one. I don't
Oh,
want him
okay.
coming
Some
back.
some some logs and wood and stuff then.
sounds good.
All right. So you
It does
take
have a
some
nice
time.
rotisserie scent, though.
You take some time and gather up, a bunch of rocks, and you start to make this nice little elevated pyre, maybe, a foot or so high of rocks stacked up, and you lay them across the top, and then just burn the crap out of him. Make sure there's no part of him that can be resurrected or raised as dead. And then what do you do? This large column of black smoke.
Well, I think we should. Quint's like, we should maybe start looking for a place to rest for the evening. It is getting closer to dark. We only have a couple of hours, I should assume. There's a nice clock now. We
So
can know
I'm
what
going
time
to
it is.
talk to the people, find out what happened with them. Where did they come from? Were they just randomly run into these cultists? Where did they see the cultists?
All
Was
right.
there a
Well,
camp?
they. Give me 1 second.
Story entries.
Yeah. So they explain to you. Hold it up here. There we are.
Can you explain to me? We'll see.
Yes, they explained to you that they were from a small village, several days travel south of Wallenberg, and they were trying to escape. Um, there was some red sisters who were taking over the town and were beginning to sacrifice the townsfolk, and so a number of them had an opportunity to escape, and they took off through the wilderness. They managed to get across the river and were headed, initially they thought they were headed towards Carrieson, but they got turned around, um, and realized that they would be better off heading for the Black Fortress, and that's where they were on their way to. They don't have much in the way of supplies, very minimal food, very, very minimal tools. a couple of them have hunting knives that they've been using to survive on, but they're looking like they're in pretty bad shape.
Remedies, 500 biddies. Thank you very much, Robin. I appreciate that. Thank you. We
Did Lascaux have any rations on him?
Whiskey, gin.
I think
He's
last
made
call.
of rations.
Yeah.
nah, I just eat my own feces.
Oh
Fried
shoot!
chicken.
Should I have harvested him before?
I wonder, if I had to imagine what Lascaux would taste like, it would be like crow, right? Whatever a crow tastes like.
Well, Lascaux certainly was not a vegetarian, so what do meat-eating birds taste like? What do most meat-eating animals taste like? Eat a vulture or a crow or
A land crab, right?
eh.
Oh.
All right, so you guys go ahead and take care of Lascaux, do all your last rites, and continue on. Are you going to do anything with the refugees? Going to have them accompany you, or send them
I think
off?
it, I think it makes more sense to just give them maybe like sketch them a map or something and give them some directions and send them on their way. Rather than, I feel like it's more dangerous to come with us.
Tell them to watch
Yes,
out for chimeras.
the Black
And
Fortress
whatever
is
that
not too
stinky
far
thing is back
ahead.
there.
So they came from the Black Fortress. Is that right?
No, they
They're
came from Krakova.
Okay.
They're
And
trying
they're
to get to the Black
to the Black
Fortress.
Fortress.
they're
Okay. All
they're
right.
like
Yeah.
fleeing, you know,
Yeah.
east
Right. Right. I got it.
somewhere up in Krakova.
Taking a look at the map, uh, you guys are headed towards Kariesin, and they are from kind of this region, and they're heading this way.
And we're up here somewhere, right?
You're along this yellow road. It's not a road, but this yellow line.
It is a road. It's just
Yeah.
hidden. We can move our token for us. There we go.
Oh yeah, you are. There you go. Yeah, you're roughly there. You think you're a couple of days, 2-3 days out from Kariesin, um, and then where you go from there, you don't know yet.
I was curious to where they were coming from, or they were coming from Guybeck.
No, they were originally going to try and make it to Kariesin, but they realized they got turned around, and so they were trying to head for the Black Fortress. They know that there's plenty of
Like,
people at the Black Fortress, refugees heading that way, and there's safety there. But they're not real great with directions. They're not rangers, and they're off in the wilderness and trying to survive. Kariesin would be much closer for them, but they don't know that.
Oh, maybe we should take him to Kariesin then. I guess we don't know the situation there though.
Yeah, we don't, but maybe there's another group that they could attach themselves with. It seems safer for them uh, to come along with us a little distance and then maybe find somebody who can uh, take them to the Black Fortress.
well, I say
Yeah, that's not
we give
a
them
better
the
idea.
choice. They can travel with adventurers who are out to stop any undead that they come across and fight them to the death, or they can flee the other direction. I think that's the choice they have.
They just want to get out of here as fast as they can. If you're not going to escort them to Carrieson, that's fine. They will head off on their own to the Black Fortress. Anything's better than sticking around Morgau, anywhere near Morgau.
Do you guys want to
Yes,
take
they're
them?
welcome to
Or
travel with us. That's fine.
we are traveling
Yep.
into what could be more dangerous areas.
You
Buckle
know
up.
you're right on the border of Morgau. This is kind of skirmish territory.
Yeah, well, what do we know of Carrieson? Is it a town or a
Carrieson
village?
is a town of, you don't know a lot about it, but Carrieson is a town of a roughly 2,000 people. And being a border town near Morgau, you would assume that they see a fair share of combat. It would be one of the earlier uh, targets if the invasion were coming from the undead, from
Right, but
Morgau.
this is where Queen Ursula is supposedly at.
Correct. That's what Jarrow told you. Was that's where Queen Ursula was.
So we'll travel a little bit of ways to get away from all the carnage and blood and where Laskov fell, and then when it's time, we'll stop for the night.
All right.
If
So you proceed on and with your journey. Now, the next 2 days pass without incident. So I'm going to go ahead and push a long rest. Push 2 of them. Not that anybody needs it. And on day 7, kind of the day before you think you're going to hit Carrieson, you guys are stopping for lunch. And you find a nice little pond.
Oh.
Share the map with you.
White Castle nearby too. Get some good.
So you guys are here. Well, Last Call isn't.
Oh,
Remove him from the combat tracker.
Move him from the universe.
And he is not here yet either. So you guys are stopping there for lunch and enjoying yourselves. And from across the pond, coming from the other side, you hear a very loud, booming voice, like louder than any human could ever speak at that kind of volume. I mean, it's just booming throughout the entire area here. And it says, "Halt! Stay where you are and throw down your weapons by order of the beloved Imperiatrix, Regia Mornthorn, Calthania Ren van Dornig, and the Imperial Court of Dornig." As you see across the little pond a band of people, a band, it looks like a patrol. And there's one guy with them, kind of standing towards the back, who is holding a wand, and he's holding the wand kind of towards his throat, and his voice is projecting loudly throughout the entire area.
yeah, announcement wand.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen.
he's doing the Harry Potter thing.
Do I recognize any of these names?
So the beloved Imperiatrix Regia Moonthorn, Calthania Realm van Dornig, is the current leader of the Grand Duchy of Dornig. She is the Grand High Pumbaa, which is the country that you are currently in. Quint would certainly know that name.
Quint will say, "We are envoy heading to meet with Queen Ursula. Stand down."
There is no Ursula here. and he points the wand towards you guys. What is your business?
Do all of our voices get really loud?
Nope.
He's pointing at it.
You have to yell.
Our voices get really low.
Why did everybody turn pink?
Ooh. Where?
On the map.
I don't
Like-
see no pinks.
No, not pink for me.
I'll paste it in Discord, but everything just went weird.
It's another Nilbog.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start moving toward the north a little bit and say, okay. Again, I'm in my priestly vestments. Send your emissary, and we can speak and explain what's happening.
The mage looks over
I
at
do
a couple
not
of
have my
guards.
weapons drawn. I have them still sheathed, and they can't even
Okay.
see my shuriken.
The mage is just watching as you move, and he orders a couple of the guards to come by and meet you. The shrimpy guard comes over here, as well as the one with the misshapen underwear. They come over to meet you on the other side of the river.
Is he not wearing pants? Do we know that he has misshapen underwear?
He's wearing them outside his pants. He's got the superhero underwear on.
Doesn't want them to get dirty. Makes sense.
And you see both of them are holding crossbows, and they're not pointing them at you, but you can tell they could raise them at any second. They are wary.
So,
Tyrion would go
without
over with him, also not having his axe out or anything, kind of trying to look peaceful.
So without, now that we don't have to shout, I will explain why we're here and where we're
Okay.
going.
What
And I'm going to stay on
what-
this side of the river.
what are you going to explain? What info are you going to share with them?
Well, the unnamed has a better grasp of what the hell's going on than I do, but Quint just said we're going to meet the queen. But isn't that the queen from the other country?
Yeah, so the Grand Duchy of Dornig is this region of Midgard. It is largely ruled by elves and humans, and they keep a lot of halflings as servants. There's a lot of old forests in this area. Right next door is the kingdom of Morgau. The northern part of it used to be the kingdom of Cracovia, which fell. The former queen of Cracovia is now hiding in Dornig in Carriesen, and that's who you're going to meet.
Ah, okay. Don't we have some sort of letter of recommendation or?
Yes, you do. You were
Yes.
given a letter to meet with Archduke Avgost.
So I'll explain. We are traveling to meet with the Archduke. We have papers here.
Papers from who? Come here. We must inspect them.
So I'll sort of look at Tyrion. Come. I say, I
Who's
guess.
got the papers? Who would be carrying the papers? Quint?
Oh shoot, last call had him.
I mean, I have them on a note. Queen Ursula at Kerosene House. Letter from Archduke Agavost.
I would assume it would be Quint,
Yeah.
who is the most
So-
familiar with that group.
So Quint is like, I have the papers. I'll bring them to you.
You still flying?
Yeah. And he'll fly
All right.
like right up in the middle of them, just like hovering right above the water. Pulls out some papers.
The guard sticks out his hand, like, give them to me.
He's like, you may look at them first. If they are official documents, then you will heed my warning and take us to where we need to go.
Just hand them over.
Very well.
We don't need any lip out of you.
And he'll, as he hands him the paper, he'll rest his hand on his short sword. Kind of like, huh.
Okay. So Mr. Misshapen Underwear takes the documents from you. He looks down at them briefly and says, I'm going to have the group leader take a look at these. And he starts walking over towards the mage.
He says, I go where those documents go.
That's fine. As he walks down towards.
So I'll nod back at the party and I'll go off with him.
Okay. So you head down there, and the guard hands this stuff over to the mage, and he starts browsing through it and looking through it. And he looks up at you. Why didn't you say you were from the Black Fortress? This is Jarrow.
Indeed, but shouting it across the lake would defeat our purpose.
Well, come on over. We need to talk.
So I'll wave the rest of the party over.
All right.
Fly up and
He lowers his voice so he's not sounding like he's booming all over the place.
yeah, my hair's all blowing back.
He says, I see you came from the Black Fortress. Where do you originate from? He kind of looks over at you, and he's eyeballing Tyrion. He keeps glancing back at Tyrion.
Different parts of the world. Who in particular are you speaking about?
You, the group.
I am from Cracovia. Krova. He is from Zobek. He is from where halflings come from. I don't know.
The Ruthenian Plains.
And he
For
is
her.
from Zobek as well. Points to the cleric.
But you're not all recently from Zobek.
Yes, very recently.
You are. You do all notice that they are wearing the following coat of arms, which you know is the official coat of arms of Dornig. He says, he looks for a second, and he looks down at Tyrion again. No, you can't be.
Tyrion, while he's staring at him, starts making his his pecs ripple. Like,
Making his tattoos wiggle.
Can I do any kind of insight to try to see, is he? Are
Give me
they
an insight check.
bristling when we say we're coming from there, or is he happy? That type of thing.
Oh yeah, the attitude.
Yeah, give me
what
an
kind
insight
of
check.
attitude? What kind of attitude is this guy giving us? Huh?
All right, with a 14, he actually seems more confused than anything. And like I said, he keeps glancing over at Tyrion, and then he says, I know it's unlikely, but are you the adventuring company known as the Hand of Rava?
Uh,
why do you ask?
the hand of
Rumors
Rava?
came recently about a band of 5 led by a mighty tattooed halfling and his ratfolk sidekick and their 3 servants. And you sort of resemble those rumors, but one, there's no way a halfling would be leading a band of warriors. Although they may have been confused with one being one of the servants.
I am no servant, and these are my friends. But you're right; they kind of are servants.
So you do lead this band.
We're kind of a democracy, not really, like, I'm not the leader, but I am pretty amazing.
All right, so you're not the hand of Rava. Rava did not send you.
Do we recognize the name Rava? Is it a deity or a
Rava's
person?
the gear
from
deity.
Zobek?
That's
Rava's the
clear.
gear goddess who
We-
sent you on this whole mission from Zobek.
We were sent by Rava. We are the group you're thinking of.
You are the hand of Rava.
Yes.
Well then, you are in luck. Or I am in luck.
We have
Yesterday
a name.
we received a strange message. A visitor in the night. A large spider. Gigantic. Probably 50 feet tall. Came and stood over all of us. And out of its spinnerets, a cocoon descended. And inside was this box. And I was left with the powerful impression that on the next day I must give this box to the hand of Rava.
Is he carrying a box? Do we see a box?
You don't see him carrying a box.
Yeah, that's us. Where's our box?
So he
And then Blink like is
blurts
standing
it
next to Unnamed, and he kind of nudges him, and he goes, "Hey, free box."
Quint's kind of ease the papers out of his hand while all this is going on. The official documents, and kind of put them in his bag.
Oh yeah, he'll hand them back to you.
Yeah,
He has
he
no
just-
problem handing them back.
He hold on to
And he
these for a
says,
little bit.
one moment, and he sticks his hand into his pouch, and he starts pulling out a box that's way bigger than his pouch. Like, there's no way it could fit in that pouch.
Right, Blink like rushes over to inspect what's going on, like right past the guards, under their legs or whatever, just to get a glimpse at what's going on with this guy's pocket.
All right. And so he pulls out this box, and hold on just 1 second. I forgot to do something. Okay. So he pulls out this box, and it looks like
That's what I was thinking.
it's a mechanical box. There's gears all over it and whatnot. It looks very much like something that Rava would associate with, this goddess of gears. And Blink, when you go over to inspect the box, as you touch it, the gears begin turning and whirring, and the lid pops open, and this little puff of kind of steam comes out of the box as the lid pops open. And the first thing you see looking up at you from the box is this. And the
Shit.
eyes blink and the jaw wiggles a little bit. And introduce yourself, Jeremiah.
Greetings, adventurers. I am from Rava, customer support bot 23764. I understand you're having problems with your quest. Your prayers are important to us. Please stay on the line. And then just old music blares out of his chest. He kind of unfolds himself. He's slender. He's really beat up, but he's got a great sword on his back. And he's got a shirt on it that says Complaints Department, and it's covered in blood.
We've been trying to reach you about your quest's extended warranty.
Quint says, Blink, I think it's for you. It could use some of your enhancements.
It is very important to Rava that every hand have 5 fingers. You need 1 finger. I will be the middle finger.
I think he's got attitude. All right. But can we put him back into the box and close it? I mean, is that a
He
thing?
won't fit in the box anymore. Once he's fully unfolded, he won't fit back into the box. It's a little too small. Somehow he fit in there before, perfectly folded up. But once he comes out, you have a new gear forged joining the party.
Thank you for signing the contracts by continuing to look at me.
Blink like ignores the gear forge and he just picks up the box and is like playing with the box.
All
He
right.
gets in the
The
box. Do you get in the box like a
He
cat
probably
would?
tries to, like he like tries
close
to
the lid
reach
on himself.
inside and like yeah.
Get your feet in and look around.
You think the box would make a comfortable bed? Just a little bit of bedding. It's about the right size for you to fit in.
Yeah, he straps it onto his back with the rest of his gear.
His new tent.
Goes wandering off. We're all standing there looking at this bot.
Plus, I've got
Looks
shade
like
now.
looks like a pretty good locking mechanism too.
And Tyrion goes, we think we thank you for passing this on.
He says, "Well, you're only about a day away from Carrieson. I see you've got a few refugees with you. There's plenty more there. I anticipate you're not likely to run into anything between here and there. We have regular patrols around the area."
All right,
So
thank you. We'll be headed on our way.
please do. And he backs away from the box like he wants nothing more to do with the box or with the support bot that came out of it. He seems a little creeped out about the whole thing. He didn't know what was in there.
As are we.
Well, maybe you are.
Did you mail yourself to us? Is that what happened?
I'm sorry, I have been waiting on hold for 12 years.
We keep going.
Yep. You guys continue on your travels. And after another uneventful day, you guys arrive at the outskirts of the town
Fancy
of
fresh.
Carrieson.
Thanks for the
As we get
subscription.
ready to leave, I'm going to do Divine Sense. Just focus for a moment and see if anything, including this robot thing, is a fiend or celestial or undead.
None of them are any of the above.
Divine Sense carries a 5 gold piece surcharge. I'll put his hand out.
All right. As you guys get near Carrieson, you notice that even before the city, the first thing you notice is that there is a large refugee camp surrounding the city. But the city itself has this extremely tall, very, very thick wall. You think the wall itself is probably somewhere between 20 and 30 feet. And it just looks very, very solid, as if this place is used to being defended frequently. And you know from your previous knowledge and what you've been told that the normal population's around 2,000, but with the amount of refugees that you see surrounding the city, they're all kind of encamped in little tents and stuff around the city. You'd estimate that there's probably 10 to 12,000 people currently packed in around there. Um, and kind of towards the center of the city or the town, there's a hill that rises up, and you can see up on top of the hill a large castle. Kind of looks like that,
Ah, cool.
sitting up on top of the hill. And that's what you see when you get close to Carrieson. You do see soldiers patrolling the city, the patrolling all around the encampment, up along the walls. As you get close, there's patrols that are preventing entry into the town itself. The refugees, are largely camped outside, but there are guards standing at the town, and they will stop you as you try to go in. What do you want to say to them?
Quint would say something. Guard, please find out who can escort us to see the Archduke Agvost.
He looks at you kind of side-eyed and says, "There's no one here by that name. What business do you have here?"
We are here to see. Did I get it wrong?
No, you got it right. You were absolutely right. He's just
And
not
I'm
going to offer information
right, and I
without
I pull
reason.
out the letter and I say, I said Archduke Agvost. I have papers.
He says, "Papers, huh? Let me take a look." And he pulls them over. After a few minutes, he calls his captain over, and the captain takes a look at the papers. And a few minutes after that, the captain calls in for his superior officer. And after roughly 10 minutes of this, a guy comes in and says, "All right, you need to go to House Cavanto, uh, castle in the center of town."
As you point up to the
Um,
hill.
yes, he points up to the hill. Um, you can't miss it. Just go straight. And he points to that and hands you your letter back.
So we gather our stuff
And
and go inside.
he ushers you all in, and as you guys are walking through town, it's going to take you a few minutes to get over to there. Um, Quint, as you're walking through, something hits you in the back of the head, something hard, and it bounces off your head. And you look down for a second, and you see a fairly large pebble that has cracked you in the back of the head.
Does like draw blood, crack me in the back of the head, or like
Yeah, yeah, like there's blood dripping
like
down. Not
and
hit point damage, but
I don't pick up the
Do any of
pebble.
us else, anybody else see where it came from?
everybody give me a perception check. I mean, let me push that. I can push that.
Roll for initiative. It does a lot more than roll for initiative. It actually gives the. Oh, is it dark out? Damn it! It's still light out.
Oh, I didn't change the time. It would be kind of towards the end of the day, so yeah, 7 p.m. ish. It's dusk. It's dim.
Well, I'm gonna take my disadvantage on skill checks off.
Yeah, take off the sunlight sensitivity. That's not applicable here. So Tyrion notices what looks like a small child, uh, and hiding in the shadows, grinning widely, just this huge grin on his face. Um, and his hand has a couple of what look like pebbles in them, and he stands up just for a second and chucks another pebble. Again, hits Quint right in the back of the head.
It's like,
How far away is this kid?
He's probably 15 feet, 20 feet, but he's fairly well hidden in this area. You had to have a pretty good perception, which you did, to
Yeah,
spot him.
but I can go up to him and or like kind of sneak up behind him and be like, "The hell do you think you're doing, kid?"
Uh, Walking up to him, he'll definitely see you. You know, there's no way that he is staring
Sure.
at the entire party.
Her.
Okay. So you walk up to him.
Yeah.
All right. When you get within about 5-6 feet of him. He grins again and then disappears. Poof! And another rock hits Quint in the back of the head.
Quint's like on his knee now. He's like, son of a bitch.
Now, Quint, when that one hits you in the
Seeing
head, it hits you from a
stars.
different direction. It
There's,
hits you from the side rather than the back.
there's 2 shooters.
Quint, what did you do to piss this kid off so much?
Kid, I didn't see anybody.
Oh, I probably
You
didn't
look
see him
over.
either.
Probably saw Tyrion go over to this kid though, even if
You saw
were the kid.
Tyrion go over, and then when this last one hit you in the side of the head, you kind of look over and you see a little kid standing there smiling, and he takes off running down an alley.
Is there monkeys in here now? What the hell?
I mean, poop at least doesn't hurt.
Oh, it's definitely not poop. This is not Clyde.
Why are they hitting me? What did I do? Think
So-
they're trying to separate us?
I mean, this kid, if I kind of grab onto his shoulders so he can't just run off, it'd be like, why are you throwing rocks at us, you little jerk?
Oh, Tyrion has one of them?
He's disappeared.
Oh, he got away from me? I didn't get an attack.
He
of
literally
opportunity?
disappeared in front of you. Like he teleported. He disappeared in a
Ah.
poof of smoke and appeared somewhere else and chucked a rock at Quint.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna go back to the group and tell them what happened.
I can.
And Quint saw him run down the alley.
He went that way. Ow. I'm bleeding.
Don't be such a sissy.
Would you like to escalate this to customer support 2, tier 2? Ready to kill children. You start to unsheath his greatsword.
Yeah, the kid went that way.
All right, ready to kill children.
Like, is it like this dark, dingy, dirty alley like he ran down kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a little tight, but it's a fairly dark alley. And his support bot going down the alley.
Yep.
All right. So as you are walking down the alley, you see. Do you have dark vision?
I'm not sure how that works with Gearforged, honestly. He has no senses according to my sheet, but I don't know if I'm supposed to inherit from whatever race I was.
We'll look into that before next time. So as you are walking down the alley, something is thrown, and you think it was intended for Quint, but it bounces off your chest and falls to the ground. As you are given a magic item from Remedies in the chat, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
So you can go ahead and roll on that table.
35. Right. That's so suited
Potion
to
of
your character.
animal friendship. So everybody's got everything they want out of the party sheet. I'm going to delete it all before I add that potion.
Delete it. Are you going to sell it, you mean?
Are you hauling it? If you're going to haul it, put it in your inventory. And then you can
I
sell
have
it
a
when
bag
you...
of holding. I'll take anything that's not nailed down.
All right.
You're
Go
the
ahead
official
and
take
take
shit
it.
that's not nailed down guy then. Feel free to snatch away. You're the hand of... What's the deity's name?
Hand of Rava.
The hand of Rava treasurer, officially. Give you a... You also get a notary stamp, too.
Potion of animal friendship was added to the party sheet.
Which in Florida you can marry
Thank
people
you
if you're in public
very
notary, by
much.
the way.
All right, so you see this little kid run down the alleyway a little ways, and he turns around and he sees you, customer support bot, coming after him, And he turns around and he kind of looks past you, and he's looking right at Quint.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to terminate your contract. And I'm going to try to kill him, I guess.
Okay.
He's like,
So as you approach him, he disappears again.
Error.
And this time, Quint, something hits you right on the top of your head.
damn it.
As you look up and you see the little kids standing on the building next to you.
I'm going to freaking just misty step right to him and grab him.
Okay. So you misty step. Give me an athletics check.
Uh, wait. Have to roll something? Athletics.
Or just a grappling check. So yeah. Athletics,
yeah.
acrobatics.
Well, no, I have to roll athletics, I think, but he can roll
Yeah.
acrobatics or
To get away.
17.
All right,
Quint
yeah,
ain't
you have no
no
trouble
weakling.
grabbing him. You have no trouble grabbing onto him. And he looks up at you, his eyes kind of big and wide, and he has this absolutely scared look on his face. And you see him start crying. He
Quint
looks
says,
like he's maybe 10-ish years old.
I grow weary of you hitting me with stones. Tell me what you want, boy, and you'll live the night through. And I step
And
back as
he's,
he pees a little puddle on the floor.
yeah, his pants are wet. And he kind of cries a little bit. Sorry, you look like the man in Mom's locket.
Who is your mother?
Cereal. Why?
Do I recognize the kid?
You've never seen this kid before in your life.
Well, I recognize
He's
the
about 10 years
name.
old.
Who is your father, boy?
Are you going to make me look that up?
The man in a locket.
I don't have it open either, so I got
Risual.
Risual. He says, where is your mother and father now?
Mom's up at the castle. Dad's not here. He's gone for a little while.
Take me to your mother.
Oh, okay. Don't tell him I hit you with the stones though. She was mad at me for
Oh,
doing that last week.
we will keep that between us. And I'll slip
As
out. I'll slip out my moonblade and let it glow and shine into his face a little.
he
Let him
shies
look
his
at the
eyes a
edge
little
of it.
ways, but in the light, you can definitely tell he has Shadow Fae heritage.
He's a little misty. He's a little misty, huh?
Yeah. He's a little bit misty and a little bit, I don't know, he has very familiar
Psychic.
features to you.
Your half
Well,
brother's a little piece of shit.
as as the rest of the party kind of moves a little closer, he says, apparently we're gonna go visit his mother, just so happens to be my mother as well.
And with that, we're going to end today.
Wah, 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 wah.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Except
good,
for
thank you.
killing me. No, not
good
thank you for
times.
killing me.
Sorry about that, Jeremiah.
Yeah,
Getting to
don't
be a
no
real
worries.
habit.
You just got to send me your new image and all that, and I got to update the overlay and the portraits and the stream
I've got
and
the image.
It's a lot of
No,
work for me when you die. I just want you to know that.
I can try to get better art. That was just whatever I grabbed, though. It is pretty horrifying. It's a
Yeah, no, yeah,
Disney animatronic guy without skin.
yeah. Send me the info in Discord when you get it all finalized, and I'll update the intro and all the jazz, all the jazz. So that's
Thank
it
you.
for us. We're gonna get out of here. Is there anybody we want to go raid? Well, we got some chatters. Let's go hit up Mr. Tui over there. Since he's
Appreciate
doing
your
all
hard
that
work,
work.
John.
So
Thanks.
we're gonna go raid, but chat, stick around for a little bit. I'm gonna fire up this raid real quick, and but we'll say goodbye to you for now. We'll catch you guys on the down low, but stick around and chat. We're gonna raid right in a minute, in a second, right now. See you guys. Are we raiding? Did it raid? Yeah.